Hi and welcome back to my channel. I forgot to make an intro to this video, so I'm doing it a week later. But as you can see, we are doing a little weekend in the life. It's a bookish weekend because I'm going to an event in Amsterdam in a bookstore called Scheltema, and Ana Huang is there. I signed up a couple of weeks ago and I got tickets to meet her. I went there and brought some books with me to let her sign them. So I made a little vlog of it. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Bye!
Hypnotized, I don't know why she got me feeling this way. She's got a way about her. She's got a way about her. I'm mesmerized like every night by every word she'll say. She's got a way about her. She's got a way about her. Yeah, she doesn't know that she's got a hold. She's got a certain kind of gravity, and she doesn't know that I want her so. And when I see her, I believe in every hunger turning to nitro song. She took me to the moon and we kept on going. Like the whole world stopped for her, but she couldn't get. She got me dancing through the streets like I'm Fred Astaire.
Okay, I'm back home. My hair is a mess because we literally have been walking in the rain. It was so much fun. I did have to buy a new bag because one, there were too many books in my small bag, and two, because of the rain. I didn't want my books to get wet, so I bought one of these bigger tote bags at Waterstones. So I thought I would just show you the books I got and the books I got signed and tell you a little bit how it was meeting Ana Huang. There were about 300 people waiting in line to get their books signed and to meet her. Thankfully we were very early and we just had to wait like 40 minutes. Then we were allowed to bring 2 books. You could let her sign 4 books, so I bought 2 books there and brought 2 books myself. So the books I brought were Twisted Hate and Twisted Games, because these 2 are my favorites in the series, and you could also let one of those 4 books be personalized, so I chose Twisted Games. That's why we also had to write our name on a little post-it so that Anna could just easily write her name correctly. And so she wrote to Lisa and it's signed, and then this one as well. And I didn't really know what other books to buy because I also have the other 2 books from the Twisted series, Twisted Love and Twisted Lies. And I also have King of Wrath and King of Pride. But there's another series, one of her first books. So I got these signed as well. And I can bring Twisted Love and Twisted Lies next year because I'll be meeting her again in Paris. So the books I bought there were these 2. If We Ever Meet Again and If the Sun Never Sets. So these are also signed. Anna was just so lovely and sweet and exactly what I thought she would be like. She asked where I was from, so I told her that we came from Belgium. So she said she definitely had to come to Belgium one day. But it was a very short meeting, but it was so lovely to meet her. And I'm very happy that I will see her again in Paris next year, which is the rare event in Paris. And then she will be there with many other authors. Because the event was in a bookstore, we of course couldn't just leave after the signing. We did a little tour of the store because it had like 4 floors. Yeah, and of course I bought some books. As you all know, I am obsessed with the Chestnut Spring series, and I have now all of the special edition covers, but then I started buying the new covers, and I still had to buy Powerless and Reckless in the new covers, so that's why I bought them today. Now I have all of the books from both editions. And then we went to the American Book Center, which was basically a shop with a lot of US versions, which is so much fun because here in Europe it's very hard to find the American editions, and sometimes they're just cuter, or also books that you can't find in here, like this one, The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I haven't seen this book anywhere, so I'm very, ooh, there's also a bookmark in here. Little bookmark. So I bought 5 books. It was an amazing day. I had so much fun, but now I am probably going to read a little bit more in the arc that I was reading on the way to Amsterdam, On the Shore by Laura Pavlov. It's the 3rd book in the Cottonwood Cove series. I have talked about her books in my wrap-ups already, and so far it's really good. I think I'm like 30% into the book now. It's basically about a very famous football player and a sports reporter, which is so cute, and I have never read anything like it. So I will see you tomorrow.
Closet every time you like shower and eat and do everything so that when you're reading. The magic world, I couldn't.
Okay, so as you could just see, I almost started crying just because how sweet the male main character was in this book. She was feeling sick, so they went back to their hotel and he carried her inside, and then she told him, "You can leave now," because obviously she was feeling very sick and a little bit embarrassed because they're at this point they're not at all together, so he didn't want to leave her, and I don't know, it just brought tears to my eyes. So far it's really good. I'm almost 50% in, but I'm really liking these characters, and it's also just always so much fun to read Laura's books because the town she creates is just so wholesome. I'm always excited to go back to Cottonwood Cove and to these characters, and it's always about another sibling. And in every book you also see the group chats between the siblings, which are just always hilarious. So if you haven't read book 1 and 2 yet, I really recommend it. I don't know how many books will be in this series. I'm so grateful that I get to read the arcs for the books. And I want to buy the physical copies soon because I just love the covers as well. Also a little update on what I've been reading this week. So I finished reading Addicted to You, which is the 1st book in the Addicted series, and I love that book. It's one of my favorite books and I am obsessed with the characters. Then I started reading the 2nd book, which is Ricochet, and then this arc hit my Kindle, so I took a little break from Ricochet because obviously when you receive an arc you want to read it as soon as possible, because I personally don't want to wait until the end of the deadline because you have to read it before the release date. And I'm just also so grateful to even receive them, so the arc is always a priority. So after I finish reading this book, I'll probably go back to Ricochet. I was also in the middle of reading A Ship of Bones and Teeth. It has been a while since I've picked that book up again. It's not because it's a bad book, it's just I've been distracted with other books, and I will definitely finish that book. I just don't know when. I'm just gonna keep reading this, and afterwards I think I'm gonna watch a movie with my boyfriend, or maybe watch another episode of The Witcher. So I'm gonna end this little vlog here. I hope you enjoyed coming with me to Amsterdam, meeting Ana Huang, and this little cozy Sunday of reading and literally doing nothing. So thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you soon in the next video. Bye!